Peace. I went through the reading to find the day of, which are pretty much the name and the titles of uh, the the uh, the day we are risen back to life to go meet God. The day of resurrection. They call it the day of judgment or whatever. Anyways, these are all the ones that I found in the reading. Let me see. I think two of them, does not deal with the last day, but the rest of them do. So we have here in 1-4, Yom El Din, the day of owning up. The word Din also means to own up to something. So that's why I prefer this meaning of it. The day of owning up. Or the day of debt. Because Din also means debt. And we're indebted to God for giving us life and for being God's successors on this land. So we got to own up to that. Next we have 9/25, Yom El-Hunayn, the day of compassion. That's where Muhammad's follower was going through a little battle. You could read the context yourself. 1538, Yom al-Waqti al-Ma'lum, the day of the appointed time. 1939, Yom al-Hasra, the day of regret. This is it's just clear what this means. The day of regret. People will have regret. 2059, Yom al-Zina, the day of decorations, or the day of the festival. That was during the time of Moses and Aaron, when Moses went in battle against the magicians, and they realized Moses brought the truth, so they followed the path. In 2936, Yom al-Akhir, the final day, the last day, the day after. 3721, Yom al-Fasl, the day of decision. 3826, Yom al-Hisab, the calculated day. 3931, Yom al-Qiyamah, the upholding day. The standing day, the continuous day. They normally translate that as the day of resurrection. But Qiyamah does not mean resurrection. So I don't know why they play with the words like that. 4015, Yom al-Talaqi, the day of meeting or the day of summoning. 4018, Yom al-Azifah, the imminent day. 4030, Yom al-Ahzab, the day of the coalition or the day of the parties, the day of the Confederates. The words are interchangeable. 4032, Yom al-Tanad, the day of blaming, because the people who will be in the fire, before they even enter the fire, they're going to be blaming each other. 42:7, Yom al-Jam', the day of gathering. We will all be gathered that day. All of us, from the beginning of our species to the end of our species. 50-20, Yom El Wa'id, the promised day. God promises that's going to happen, and that is binding upon God that it will happen. 50-34, Yom El Khulud, the day of eternity. That day is forever. 62-9, Yom El Jumu'ah, the day of gathering. This day of gathering is not the same as Yom El Jamir. That gathering is for the day we have to go meet God. This 62-9, Yom El Jumu'ah, was a day that Muhammad and his community knew about. It has nothing to do with a religion and instituting a certain prayer on a certain day. You go together for this prayer. That's not what it means. This was a day that was already established in the community. So God just told Muhammad and his followers on that day, go to Muhammad to get the reading from him, so he could quote to them the reading, and they'll get the instructions they needed. That was Yom El Jumu'ah. To me, it has nothing to do with Friday, because I don't think Muhammad and his followers knew of a day called Friday, or Monday, or Tuesday, or a month called January, and February, and March, and July, and August, since these months and days come from the Greek and the Romans. I don't think Muhammad knew of their way of calculating the days and the time, since it seems like Muhammad and his follower was going by a lunar calendar, whereas the Greek and the Romans was going by a solar calendar. 78-39, Yom al-Haq, the true day. And then we have here last 79-6, Yom Tarjufu al-Rajifah, the day of the total earthquake. Whenever you see in the Arabic, the word is the same word spelled different, but it's right after each other, it means 100% total, complete. Like when God say, was Salimu Taslima, he telling Muhammad followers to completely surrender. So here, this is an earthquake. This is a complete, total earthquake, meaning it's going to shake the whole world. It's not going to be like a California or just in New York. It's going to be worldwide earthquake. On that day, we go back to meet God. Peace.